Candace Parker was the #1 overall WNBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on DA. Jake.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris is out there with Simmons. And it's Green. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Howard in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3. Harden can't hit. Left side, Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got his team on the board to start the game for the 76ers. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And here is Curry following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Howard over Jordan. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Now here's Curry. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Green. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. Green passes to Harris. The feed now to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Now here's Curry. And Jordan sends it back. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball. He dishes it to Jordan. Howard with the steal. Pass to Simmons. All alone. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harris outside. Pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Curry on the wing. 1:57 left to play here in the first. In transition, here come the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The offensive rebound.
A good decision maker. Look, he looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Simmons finds Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
And And here's Harden. 26 points for him last game against Washington.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
They get the rebound. Another shot. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got his second best.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The 76ers trail by 5. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Inside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Now here's Harden. He has 5. And the pass to Harris from outside the arc. Harden right side. And then Jordan slams it in.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Green dishes to Curry. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Korkmaz. Here's Bradley. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Tyler Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Brown kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Brown inside. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Left side, Brown. Here's Claxton. Got loose. Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Brown. Bradley passes to Scott. Feeds it to Bradley. Here's Maxey. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Johnson. Here's Luwawu. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Claxton, and he lays it straight in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. Outside, Scott. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Johnson. No good from Jordan.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Here's Milton. Yep, that one goes. Milton's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Poirier's checked in. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Milton. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
This is his first free throw of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Chioza's checked in.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Brown the pass to Claxton. High quality look, and he sinks it. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Here's Bradley. They get it again. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Bradley's got his second basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
34 seconds left in the second quarter. Brown finds Griffin. Back to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Simmons looking it over. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Ben Simmons. Green is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Harris. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Harris outside. Simmons against Green. Irving attacking. Passes to Harden. Shoots over Curry. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable. Just quickly shooting off the pad.
Curry passes to Howard. He kicks it to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Howard misses.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. And then for Philadelphia, Scott comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Korkmaz in for Tobias Harris. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Nets shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. Free throw good, James Harden.
Well, look, I love how Harden does a little bit of everything. Aggressive scorer, solid rebounder, superb passer, and he's also improving on the defensive end.
Curry is inside, guarded by Harden. Curry against Harden. Baseline J on the way. James Harden with the rebound.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Back to Green from deep three-point range. That one's not going to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving with the bounce pass. And the jam by Harden.
Ferocious player on the offensive end. Harden is fantastic at staying aggressive, actively looking for a shot.
Outside, Simmons. To the middle. Scott, good.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Outside Irving. And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And then for Philadelphia, Tony Bradley's checked in for Scott. And Matisse Thybulle's passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. The putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The 76ers leading by 6. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Thybulle. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 5. Thybulle can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And a wide open look for Irving. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Simmons. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Simmons. Shoots over Griffin. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 8.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Irving kicks to Harris. On the wing, Irving. From 11 feet away and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye from that range.
Outside, Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Now Irving. He has 7. Can't hit from in close.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nets trail by 10. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris, Harden out there with Irving, and it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Harris, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique, just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Irving drives in. Here's Harden on the wing. The kick out to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Milton from deep. Harden. It's hauled in by Harris.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's tipped. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Irving.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
On the wing, Milton. Pass to Maxey. Now here's Harden, defended by Thibault. Harden can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 10. Howard, the pass to Maxey. Back to Howard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses to foul.
That's good from Howard. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. He can't get that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. Harris passes to Simmons. Lets it go. Out to Harris. Second shot opportunity. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The pass to Irving. Lets it go from 11. Good on the jump shot.
Lighting up the scoreboard all night. I mean, Irving's showing the versatility and his persistence.
In the corner, Simmons with it.
2 minutes.
Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Curry attacking. Great D that time from Irving. Green with the ball. Irving with the steal. Basket counts.
This is one of Irving's favorite shots. He's great at squaring himself up before firing.
And so Curry will bring it up for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. To the paint. No one near him. And Howard finishes it off.
Oh, good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Harden against Green. Irving for 3. He doesn't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Harris passes to Green. Harris inside, guarded by Harden. And Green launches it from deep. Just 5 to shoot. Curry way outside. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Irving for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And the 76ers with possession. They have a 9-point lead. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, look, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
And Simmons drops them both.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Harden launches it from deep. Can't connect from long distance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
From deep. Can't get it to fall. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. Welcome. And before we get going,
Hey, Kevin. Trey.
thanks, DA. All right, a chance to check out stats for Clint Capella.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They've dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Howard. Simmons is out there with Harris. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 2 guard. And for the Hawks, Clint Capella is out there, Gallinari. Then it's Collins. Then there's Hunter. And it's Herter in at the 5. Curry attacking. Count it. Good. Well, it is a long season. We know that. And the All-Star break provides Greg some respite. But how do you keep your body fresh as we're heading down the stretch here?
Kevin, you got to listen to the training staff. I mean, first and foremost, teams are getting more advanced, measuring when players are wearing down and trying to protect them. All the tools are there, but you've got to take advantage. And the other thing is mentally, you've got to be fresh. It's not just about your body being fresh. So sometimes you need to be able to shut the brain down in terms of the game and get your focus elsewhere.
Here's Capella, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. First quarter, just over a minute played. Curry wide open, and it's off from three-point range. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Here's Simmons. Count that bucket.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Young taking his time here. Out to Gallinari. Second shot opportunity. Jump shot is good.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Trae Young does not need much time or space.
The 76ers trail by 3. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Simmons dishes to Curry, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Let's look at the stats for Young. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 22 points per, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Now, here's Capella. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
And here's Rondo. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. And it goes down 2 points.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Simmons on the wing. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 6. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Snell. And the shot is good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
The pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Now here's Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
With 1 on the clock, a nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Hawks on top, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Matisse Thybulle. Bradley is out there with Scott. Then there's Maxey, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. Now here's Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Bradley trying to break free. Maxey, no good. The Hawks leading. Here's Snell. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And it's the 76ers with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Here's Korkmaz. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Scott. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
The 76ers making a switch here. Poirier's checked in. Here's Herbert. No points in the game yet for him. Tips it up. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Herter's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Thybulle with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thybulle's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Atlanta leading by 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. John Collins comes in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Tony Snell. Stolen by Collins. It's Young on the wing, defended by Thybulle. Tries it from 9. And scoring with the play inside is Young. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Trae Young. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 3 on the basket from Ben Simmons.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Milton. Back to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. And Simmons drops them both. 1:02 left to play in the first half. Now Hill still looking for his first bucket in this one. Puts it up. Back to Young. Feeds it to Hill. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. Tries again. Pass to Hunter. Here's Fernando. He dishes it to Hunter. And the shot goes down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And here is Curry. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And it's good, 2 points. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Young passes to Fernando. That one good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And some good action through the first 2 points.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Gallinari is out there with John Collins. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the point. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Here's Herter. Shoots over Curry. Unloads from 9. Here's Capella. Gallinari on the wing. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. So they take the lead. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Well, not a road runner with his speed, but Green really has an understanding of how to execute and get wide on the break.
Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. Now, here's Hunter. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's sent back by Howard. The 76ers shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Curry passes to Howard. Shoots over Capella and misses it off the right side of the rim. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To the paint. Gallinari surveying the D. Plenty of space. No good. Shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Herter. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. There's the feed to Capella. Lays it up off the glass. Capella's got 9 points.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Outside, Simmons. He feeds it to Harris. Back to Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Simmons got the lead, back up to 2 now for the 76ers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Herter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. It's stolen by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris has got the ball and stolen by Hunter. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bogdanovich comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And then for Philadelphia, Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Ben Simmons. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Now, here's Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The layup missed.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
For Atlanta, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Maxey's checked in for Tony Brantley. And here's Maxey. Pass to Thybulle. Now, here's Maxey. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Thybulle. On the wing, Milton, defended by Young.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Okongwu. Snell from outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Thybulle, the pass to Scott. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Gallinari comes in for Bruno Fernando. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Tony Snell. Now here's Rondo, defended by Milton. That's tipped. Now here's Maxey from 10 feet out. Here's Thybulle, goes back up. Can't get the layup. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead, they lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Maxey out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the power forward position. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Here's Capella. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. And it's John Collins in for Rajon Rondo. And some changes here for the 76ers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He told them you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Now, here is Young. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Simmons left side. Count the basket.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here is Young. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. The dish to Howard. It's stolen by Capella. And stolen by Simmons. And stolen by Okongwu. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari comes in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Simmons passes to Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number one choice, and that was Trae Young.
The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Simmons. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Clint Capella.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
The 76ers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Curry. Korkmaz checked in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Goodwin. And not sure what he was thinking there. Here's Thybulle. And the lead is down inside single digits.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater F. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
Timing was perfect. The NBA was getting set to launch a women's pro league, and what they needed more than anything else was stars. Playing for the LA Sparks, Lisa became a household name. She was dominant on the court, and on top of that, she had the charisma to fit a star. And by the next year, she
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for... And we've got time for...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
I'll look at the 76ers starting group. Tobias Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Simmons. And it's Curry in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Curry. Here's Harris. Simmons finds Bradley. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Poked away, unloads from 13. Here's Bradley outside for Simmons. From the wing, 76ers moving the ball around. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And yes, it's good.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. The pass to DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Now here is Harris. He had 25 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the middle. The kick out to Holiday. All alone. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Curry way outside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Drew Holiday. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
Here's Giannis. Following the basket by Dwight Howard. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 6. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Connaughton coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Middleton can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An aggressive player who draws attention. Howard is used to getting hit by the defense and plays quite well through contact.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. Milwaukee in the lead. To the inside. Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Scott against Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Scott. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Passes it to Howard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Knocked loose. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Maxey. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Here's Milton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score still close. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the one. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And it looks like they're settling down after having some real problems shooting the ball in that opening quarter.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Now the 76ers on the break. And the layup's good off the glass. Thibault's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Maxey passes to Howard. Knocked away. Here's Connaughton, defended by Thibault. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Portis has got his first basket of the night. Now here's Milton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Another shot. Howard misses. The Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers. Middleton outside. Down low. Portis finds Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Here's Thibault. That shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
They get it back. Curry with a wide open look. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The 76ers leading by 3. Left side, Curry. Harris outside. Trying to get something going. He lays it in. Harris has got his first basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The 76ers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Curry is inside. Kicks it out to Bradley. There's the pass to Thibault. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. 2 points. That one goes. And the 76ers lead by 5.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Passes it to Nwora. Guarded by Curry. Portis in the post. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Indiana.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the shot goes in. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is out there with Bradley. Then it's Green, then it's Curry, and it's Simmons in at the 1. And it's Simmons penetrating, feeds to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. The 76ers lead it. Here's Milton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. Here's Milton. Banked in off the glass.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Holiday against Simmons. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez kicks to Holiday. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And here is Curry. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Green dishes to Howard. Puts the move on. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Portis, the pass to DiVincenzo. And he overshot that one, missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 6. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's Harris off the drive. Doesn't go that time. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Portis kicks to Forbes. Back to Portis. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And they're in the middle of this long string of games away from home. That'll be game 4 of 7 straight away. And Green gets it to go.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. Drops in the layup for 2. Forbes has got his first points of the night.
Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there. Nice instincts.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They double-team Curry. Count it. Curry's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. No good from outside. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Portis, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Connaughton. Philadelphia shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Now, here's Maxey. Milton in the corner. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Portis.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there. because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Bradley. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And Philadelphia calls time here.
See, Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Tony Bradley. Harris comes in for Simmons. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
To the paint, here's Howard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 9 points for Dwight Howard.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Forbes.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually adds a step to his quickness.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the 76ers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Scott. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. And Simmons kicks to Green. To the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 3. Giannis outside. Pass to Holiday. Lopez outside. Middleton right side. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Simmons kicks to Howard. Out to Harris. Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Dwight Howard wants to be the man during these possessions, and he's been able to come up in crucial spots.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Over Simmons, trying to get open is Lopez. And no good, trying to use the glass. And it's Harris off the drive. Can't connect from short range. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Lopez with the steal. Middleton outside. To the inside. And to Tecumbo. The kick out to Holiday. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Outside, Simmons. Down low, Howard. Count it!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Howard starts lighting it up like this.
41 seconds left in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tony Bradley comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Seth Curry in for Matisse Thybulle.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Lopez outside. And the pass to Holiday. And stolen by Simmons. Throws it down as the coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement, so it's the 76ers taking the win in a Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Green. Tyler Johnson is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's Green, and it's Curry in at the 1. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Harden against Harris. Harden with it. He had 25 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Here's Curry. James Harden picking up that last basket. From deep. Good on the triple. Doris, as we were talking, this is the point of the season when stars really start to make their case for MVP.
Yeah, typically some players get out to a hot start. Maybe the narrative builds early in their favor. You also have those players who have been in the conversation who want to turn it up a notch and maybe close the gap in the minds of those voters.
Now Harris. James Harden missing on the 3. Howard kicks to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And there's the pass to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. The 76ers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Simmons passes to Howard. Outside for Simmons. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Tony Bradley's checked in for Dwight Howard. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. Out to the wing. Pass to Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Outside Curry. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. Passes it to Griffin. Outside Irving. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Irving's got 5 points so far.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines.
And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Seth Curry. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's jacked in for Bruce Brown. Here's Irving, trailing by 4. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Irving after Ben Simmons' bucket. Count that one. 7 points in the game. The 76ers leading by 4. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Simmons inside. He had 22 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Releases. And it's off the back rim. No good. Nets trail by 4. Harris finds Griffin. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Claxton. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. 76ers lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Green, the pass to Harden. It's deflected. Thybulle on the wing. Here's Scott. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. And there's Jordan, putting it right back in.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. The 9-foot shot inside. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Thybulle on the wing. Clock at 6. Baseline jumper. The rebound by Luwawu. Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. From the arc. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Johnson. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And here's Maxey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Scott. Maxey, the second chance points on the tip in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Kicks it out to Harden. Nets passing it around. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And then for Brooklyn, Brown is checked in for Luau, and Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Harden's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 3. And it's Harris off the drive. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. And the jam by Harden.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
It's stolen by Green. From 18 feet away, the offensive rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists now in this one. Brown dishes to Irving. Drills the baseline jumper. Irving's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Nets.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Here's Simmons, and there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Count it.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Tony Bradley's checked in for Tobias Harris. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for James Harden. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Ben Simmons. Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. James Harden getting it done. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 block. And that
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So for Brooklyn now, Tyler Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Green, and it's Harden in at the small forward.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And Simmons slams it in. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Outside Curry. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
But I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Simmons, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. He can't get that one, and the 76ers go the other way with it.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Curry. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Korkmaz for the lead. Keeps it alive. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. The lead is 2. Claxton. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Scott. Now, here's Milton. He's covered closely and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Outside Irving. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Milton finds Howard. Back to Milton. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's Maxey. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Irving kicks to Brown. Griffin passes to Claxton. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Thybulle. Howard up on top. For the lead. And it's good on the layup. Howard's got his first bucket in this one.
The ability of Dwight Howard to sprint the floor in transition. Such a good job putting pressure at the rim.
Left side, Irving. Over Maxey. And it's Irving missing. The 76ers lead it. The pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Irving attacking. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Bradley. And here's Maxey. On the wing, Milton. Here's Maxey. Over Irving. Second chance shot. Here's Milton. And the 76ers get it back. Howard kicks to Thybulle. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the right side. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Irving drives in. And that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Harris is out there with Simmons. Then it's Curry, and it's Green in at the 2-guard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots the 3. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Back to Harris. Outside Curry. A second chance effort, and Jordan sends it back.
But DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Nets trail by 6. Here's Harden, and it's blocked by Simmons. Howard dishes to Green. He kicks to Simmons. Curry on the wing. Another miss by Philadelphia.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Harden has a wide open look. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Harris passes to Simmons. Back to Harris. Passes to Simmons. Great tee that time from Green.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Johnson, the pass to Jordan. Here's Harden, and he banks in the layup.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Now Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Harden, no good. Philadelphia leading by 6. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Howard. Howard's got assist number 5 here tonight. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. It's Harden with the drive. It's good. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Curry on the wing. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Simmons dishes to Curry. Over Johnson. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
On the wing, Green, guarded by Harden. Harden against Green. Over Harden. That's short off the rim. Outside Jordan. Pass to Johnson. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. On the way, Harris. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tyler Johnson in the clutch. My goodness. Go ahead, young sir.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
On its way from Irving for 2. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's Philadelphia taking...
This week in My Team News, Idols Series 2 packs. Headlined by Dark Matter Kevin Garnett.
see the stat sheet here for Ben Simmons.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backline. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Bradley. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Frank, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight. You know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Curry on the wing. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
No good from Simmons. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Hunter. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Herter passes to Capella. Shot clock at 6. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
They get the rebound. Pass to Herter. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Simmons. Over Young. Here's Bradley. They kick it out to Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. The 76ers third.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
And again, it's Atlanta.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Simmons dishes to Bradley. To the paint, here's Curry. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Herter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 9. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Harris. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Young drives in. Capella trying to free himself up. Young, no good. Collins against Bradley. Curry on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Warriors in San Francisco. Collins. The kick out to Young. Hunter, the pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Hunter with it. He's against Green. Capella trying to free himself up. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
For his career, more than half of Green's shots have been three-pointers, but he can also hurt you a little in the lane.
Young, right side. Basket, good.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Here's Simmons, and he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Atlanta up by 5. Live from... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Korkmaz is out there with Scott. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the 5. Maxey, no good.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Now, here's Hunter, defended by Milton. Capella kicks to Collins. And the shot goes in. Collins has got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Fantastic move by John Collins. If you give him an opening, he will attack off the bounce.
Outside, Scott got a piece of it. Pass to Maxey. Feeds it to Howard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Ben Simmons.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Korkmaz. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Friday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Here's Hurd, defended by Thybulle, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Solomon Hill is checked in for Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And that one drops. And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
Tried by Scott and stolen by Okongwu. And oh, here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. It's tipped. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Gallinari. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. From beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanović. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Here's Green. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
3-pointer, Snell. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Snell's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Green dishes to Harris. Pass to Thibault. For the 3. It's good from long range. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead. Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's stolen by Green. Thibault kicks to Harris. Ahead, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1. The score now all even. Harris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the 76ers. Now Young. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Over Simmons, Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. And a change for the Hawks. Bogdanović is checked in. Bradley can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Bradley with the ball and guarded by Capella. The shot by Curry, no good. For Atlanta, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And it's Hunter with the jam.
DeAndre Hunter has a great combination of strength and length. Throw it down, young fella.
Outside, Simmons. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simmons got 8.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Bogdanovich looking around. And that one drops for him. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside, Simmons. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Goes up the baseline. Clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Bradley can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Capella kicks to Hunter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. They grab their own miss, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And now a 6-point Atlanta lead.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Simmons against Bogdanovich. Bucket is good. He's got 10.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Bogdanovich with it. He has 6. Kicks it to Collins. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 4. Yep, that one goes.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Buries it down low. Bogdanovich has got 8.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Curry passes to Bradley. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Herter. But they get it back. Hunter kicks to Bogdanovich. To the inside, Capella. That one misses. Bradley with some nice D. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Korkmaz. The feed to Harris. Back to Korkmaz. There's the dish to Bradley. The pass to Korkmaz. And stolen by Hunter. And here's the fast break. Here's Collins. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Atlanta up by 4. And we're coming back in. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mike Scott out there with Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And inside is where Howard does the most damage, especially how he gets these calls.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Atlanta. Good on the second free throw. And Atlanta has possession. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Young up top, defended by Milton. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
And here's Young. He feeds it to Okongwu. Back to Young. Outside Hill. Hawks passing it around. 6 to shoot.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
Pass to Maxey. Over Hill. Tips it. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 5 points now this quarter.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Young. Pass to Snell. Feeds to Okongwu. Over Howard. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
Here's Thibault. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Howard, always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's Young. Over Milton. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Thibault in the corner. Stripped it away. And it's Hill penetrating. And Hill throws it down.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for Gallinari. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Hill. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
From down in the low post, it goes. And the Hawks lead by 6. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now, here's Maxey. And Capella sends it back. And he gets it back. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Green. And they pick up 2.
See, that's money. Important point in this game. Danny Green takes it upon himself.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young looking around. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The shot's good. The 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Maxey passes to Green. Out to Harris. Passes it to Maxey. 4 on the clock. Down low. Here's Howard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bradley's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Collins comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in for Young. Okongwu with it. Harris is there. Capella finds Collins. Over Green. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point game. Here's Simmons. Okongwu grabs the board.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Collins looking around. Bogdanovich wide open. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And so the Hawks take the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
This is the 2KMC, and I put my entire schedule on hold. I need to see your top plays of the week right now. Bring me your best and leave the weak stuff at the door. Last chance to get in on top play of spring. Drop those plays.
Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, we've got Harris. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green, and it's Bradley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, we know, Chris, most teams are who they are at this point of the season. But there are some teams that are still trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah, that's often the result of a star getting injured or a teammate getting traded or a chemistry issue. But those situations can be frustrating for everyone.
Here's Holiday. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. His three-pointer's off the mark. One-on-one here. And it's blocked by Simmons. But they'll get another chance. The Bucks working the ball around. Inside, Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis up top, guarded by Bradley. Here's Giannis.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And the 76ers making a change here. Scott's checked in. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A 3-ball. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3-pointer. The Bucks getting another chance here.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Scott can't get it to go.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. Up again. Curry on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 28-point game against Indiana. From deep. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. Pass to Milton. A floater, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Giannis, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Now here's Milton. Defended by Middleton. Milton the pass to Howard. Over Lopez. Another miss by Philadelphia. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Simmons against Holiday. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear though he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Holiday, the putback. It's good on the putback.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Here's Maxey. Off target from outside. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Here's Maxey after the basket by Milwaukee. And that one, good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Passes it to Middleton. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Holiday against Simmons. And it's good for 2. Simmons got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A good close contest so far. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. Maxey passes to Harris. Pass to Maxey. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Tucker.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Holiday dishes to Forbes. Korkmaz passes to Harris. Lets it fly. The quick look, no good that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And now Philadelphia on the break. Bradley can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 3. Tucker with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Forbes. Offline with his 3. 76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Maxey passes to Bradley. Great D that time from Portis.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Maxey. Guarded by Curry. Shoots in deep, and the rejection by Curry. And he recovers it. He gets it in there. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Left side, Bradley.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
Tucker can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Philadelphia. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Outside for Curry. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Here's Green. Reverses. Tries yet again. The tray. And the 76ers get it back. Howard finds Green. Simmons inside. And at last, they get one to fall. Simmons got 8 points.
Oh, tremendous strength. I mean, Simmons is a rock-solid scoring option around the rim.
104 left in the first half of the game. Outside Portis. Now the pass to Connaughton. Buries the long-range jumper. Connaughton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Harris outside. He feeds it to Howard. Stolen by Tucker. Howard dishes to Harris. Back to Howard. Shoots from 14. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Oh, showing off another dimension of his game right there. Howard looking confident, taking the quick shot.
There's the dish to Forbes. to the middle. Here's Portis. From the low block. Misses off the right iron. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Simmons kicks to Curry. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Now Portis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the first half comes to a close, and it's... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball, followed...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Simmons inside. Guarded by Holiday. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there. And yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
So it's the Bucks now. Milwaukee in the lead. It's Giannis with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Simmons looking around. Over Holiday. Simmons missing again.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Middleton can't get it to go. And it's Bradley with the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing by 4. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And their next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Green inside the three-point line. They get it back.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass from the tip.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's jacked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Scotty's checked in for Bradley. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's in there. 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Thybulle, the pass to Korkmaz. Puts up a 3. Scott kicks to Thybulle. The The 76ers with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 4. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Thibault, the pass to Scott. Lopez with the steal. Out left to the wing. Back to Middleton. Pass to Forbes. High post Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers trail by 9. To the paint to stop the run, and he sinks the layup. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as he gets near the rim.
1:36 left in the third quarter. That one goes. Count it. Forbes has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Maxey passes to Milton. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. DiVincenzo can't hit it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
One-on-one here. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 17.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Passes it to Milton. The shot will not fall, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Right wing. Now here's DiVincenzo, defended by Milton. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Thibault. And now the 76ers on the break. From past the arc. Maxey, no good. Here's the break. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Nwora in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Nwora. Fires the 3. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Curry passes to Bradley. And stolen by Portis. They're running. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court. But Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Simmons inside. Shot from 6. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Connaughton passes to Tucker, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that.
And Simmons slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Down low. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 15. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Curry on the wing. Back to Simmons. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 13-point game. Here's Simmons. Nails the baby hook.
Give him another. But Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Fires from deep. The shot by Holiday, no good. 76ers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris. A real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by Holiday. Milwaukee leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bucks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
And here's Holiday. No one near him. And it's Bradley with the rebound. And the 76ers with possession, trailing by 10.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Hey, Diego free. Now here's Giannis. From deep. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. And David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.